Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Slab for Thursday, November 3rd, 2022. I'm your host, Nate, and I'm here with your sports card rundown. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Helps us get this video out to more people like you, card collectors. All right, time for Thursday trivia. Here's the question: who holds the record for having given up the most home runs in a single start in World Series history? Answers at the end of the show. All right, let's move on to releases. And we had a big release happen yesterday, November 2nd, and that was 2022 Star Wars Topps Chrome Black. So the Topps has been getting into more and more Star Wars products. Started out Topps Chrome Galaxy, stuff like that. And then you had Topps Finest, and now they're moving on to Topps Star Wars, Topps Chrome Black. And for me, I love Star Wars cards. I think they're very interesting. I enjoy the movies. I enjoy the shows. So naturally, I also enjoy the cards. And for me, part of me is like, how many Star Wars products do we need? Galaxy is sweet. Do we need Finest? Do we need Topps Chrome Black? I wasn't 100% sure, but then I saw the boxes and what's in them, and I said, it's kind of interesting. So they're $120 a box on eBay, and you get 4 cards in a box and 1 guaranteed auto that is encased in an encased mag. And the auto checklist is amazing, and this is where I am fully on board with Topps Chrome Black. Now, I know the sale prices on Topps Chrome Black for baseball isn't spectacular by any means, but the names you have on this: Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. You all know Adam Driver. Andy Serkis. I don't know what Andy Serkis plays in Star Wars, but he is Gollum in Lord of the Rings, so you probably know him there. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. Daisy Ridley as Rey. Emilia Clarke as Kyrie in the Han Solo movie. Ewan McGregor and Emily Clark's from Game of Thrones. You know her from there. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera. Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader. Harrison Ford, Han Solo. John Boyega, Finn. Natalie Portman as Padme Amidala. Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. And Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu. Those are the biggest names. There's obviously other names in there, but those are some huge, huge stars. I mean, obviously, we talked about Emilia Clarke in Game of Thrones. Ewan McGregor's been in a billion different things. Natalie Portman's been in a billion different things. Rosario Dawson, Samuel L. Jackson. These are major stars that also have autos in this product. So for me, I'm all on board. You get an auto per box. It is a little bit expensive for one auto, but I'm curious to see what the resale prices are on the autos when they come out. As for resale prices of normal cards, you can see this Boba Fett there that sold for $30 for the gold refractor. Is that amazing? No, for a $120 box, but it's really the autos that you are going after in this case. All right, our trender for the day is Kyrie Irving, and he is getting his name in the news for all the wrong reasons. Some terrible stuff, some books he's reading that are anti-Jewish people, and it's not good. And he's spreading it out there, and he's unapologetic. It's a bad situation all around. You know how you compound a bad situation is by also being bad at your job, especially in professional sports. It seems like when they shouldn't, people turn a blind eye to guys, what they do off the court, as long as they're performing well on the court. And they shouldn't do that. That is not a good thing. That is not something that I support. If you have a guy like a Ray Rice that does what Ray Rice did, and then all of a sudden you're supporting Ray Rice later because he served some time, like, nah, I shouldn't get the joy of getting to play a professional sport. And Kyrie, words are hurtful, yada, yada, yada. We move on. Well, Kyrie being good at basketball was his one saving grace, right or wrong. Well, the other night, Kyrie scored 4 points in a loss that they lost by 9. He only scored 4. And if Kyrie is going to have games like that, along with being unapologetic about his remarks he's made in the last month, well, there's not many places for him to hide, and he's digging a hole that he might not be able to get out of. And that, right or wrong, is affecting his card market. It's kind of weird to talk about cards in relation to this type of stuff. I get it. But since we are a card podcast, we are going to cover it. And Kyrie Irving's 2016 Studio Downtown PSA 10 has gone from $615 in May down to $360 on October 27th. And that was before this 4-point game. So the next sale could even be lower because it seems like he's digging himself into a hole that nobody is going to want to get him out of, and he probably won't be able to get out of himself. All right, in SlabStox news, we have the 1:37 p.m. time SlabStox monthly market report out now for October. So if you're interested in what the market did in October and want to read an entire report on it, you can go to 137pm.com and find it there. You can look up SlabStox in their search bar if you can't find it. And lastly, the trivia answer for today. Who was the pitcher that gave up the most home runs in a World Series start in MLB history? Well, that would be Lance McCullers just 2 days ago when he gave up 5 home runs in 4.1 innings in his start against the Phillies. A terrible game. Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Alec Baum, Brandon Marsh, and Rhys Hoskins all hit home runs off of him in his 4.1 innings. He gave up all 7 runs. They got shut out 7-0. The Astros did. And while it didn't do much for Lance McCullers' market, you can see here on this Instagram post that it did a good amount for the Phillies hitters market, specifically Alec Baum and Brandon Marsh. You can see a Gold Wave Auto BGS 95 of Alec Baum jumped up to $650, a 325% rise. And Brandon Marsh, just a Bowman Sterling auto, base auto at $13, which isn't good, but that's a 218% increase, which just goes to show you that even if you don't have a ton of money, you can still make money in today's market. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Thursday's Daily Slab, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow for Friday's Daily Slab.